Hey everyone, it's Arif here back with another video, and this is not a gaming video, so you can see me properly. Yeah, okay. So this is not a gaming video. It's not a gaming video, so it's a vlog slash a review video. So let's do it first. So these are card reviews, not just any cards. Pokemon cards. Yep. Pokemon cards. Anyways, let's do this. First up, we got these guys. No, wait. I need to do this, guys. Just a second. Okay. So, first, we have this. We have the... Oh, God. I need to... Good. So, first, we have the... Krogunk. And his one move is Swagger, which does 10 damage. And next we have Pyroar, 60 HP and has Bubble, which is also 10 damage. And next up we have is who's this guy? Drifblim. Okay, so he has 110 HP, damage transport, and Wind Wheel, which does 80 damage. Next up we have Execute, 50 damage and continuous explosion. So next up, we go on top above these guys. We have Eevee, Gnom with 20 damage. Then we have Spiritomb, Lightless World and Terrify, 10 damage. Next we have, is that Salaxel? What is its name? Salazzle, yeah. So it has 110 HP, a Panic Poison with 20 damage, and Hunter's Nails, 60 plus. So it does 60 more damage, so that's 120. And next we have Chimchar with 40 HP and Flare, which does 20 damage. Next we have Cyanotic, which has 100 HP, and his ability is Illuminate and Flickering Spores. It makes your Pokemon sleep. Next up we have Skuntank, 120 HP, Sticky Smokescreen 50 and Hammerin 100. So now we have Heat Rotom, which is its ability, and Heat Blast 50 damage. Next up we have Piplup with a 70 HP, Peck, which does 10 damage, and Splatter, 20 damage. Then we have Electivire, evolved from Electabuzz, which has 140 HP, Steel Shot, which does 60 damage, Volt Knuckle, 130 damage. Very strong. Next we have, what is his name? Manaphy, which has 70 HP and does some Ice Deep Current Surd, which does, I don't know what that does, and Water Pulse with 20 damage. Next up we have Granidos, which has an attack which is Clean Hit 60 plus. So it does why is it not? Yeah, it does 60 more damage, another 120. Wild Crash. Then next up we have this guy, Dirtwig, 70 HP, Synthesis, and that's the illustrator. Don't mind about that. Next up we have Shinx with 50 HP and an evolutionary advantage, and has its ability is that, and it has a Static Shock with 10 damage. And next we have Araquanid. Its ability is Catch It, Weather Bubble, and it has Aqua Edge, which does 70 damage. Next up we have Baniri, which has how much HP? Which has, I believe, 60. Is that it? It's not catching it. 60 and 60, and it has Weak Need, and has Aqua Edge with 70 oh. I don't mind about Veneria. I can do it. I don't know what to do about that. Now Magneton, which has 90, and it has that. Come on, catch it. Is it gonna catch it? So I'll just tell you guys. It has Ram, which has 20 damage, and Tackle, which has 10 damage. So next up, that's all for the normal types. We have the Alolans, which are two of them. So one is Alolan Raichu. Then we have Alolan Sandshrew. Alolan Raichu has 110, and its ability is Surge Surfer. And it's Psychic, which does 70 damage, and Alolan Sand Slash, not Sandshrew, okay guys, which has 120 HP, Spike Armor, which does 30 damage, and is that Frostbite? Yeah, 90 damage. So next up we have the EXs. So we have Lugia EX. Okay guys, let me just move it a bit so you can see. It's in Spanish, so don't mind me. Which has 180, and we have Volcanion. Two Volcanions in that point, which has also 180, and it has one attack which is, what is that? Catch it, come on. It is it not gonna catch it? Okay, I'll tell it to you. It is Volcanic Heat, which does 130 damage. And next up we have a Kyogre, which is also an EX, with 170 HP, and which is also Spanish. Really bad. So let me give you a view of these guys. There they are. Let's tell them to you. Next up we have Charizard, 180, Stoke and Fire Blast, which does 120 damage. Next up we have Reshiram with 180 HP, and it has, what is that now? Okay, it has Glinting Claw, which does 50 plus, so it does 30 more damage, so that's 80, and Brave Fire, which does 150 damage. So next up we have Thunderous EX, which has 170 HP, which is also damage. Next up we have Giratina with 180 HP, which is also Spanish. And next up we have Mewtwo EX. It has 170 HP, Shatter Shot 30 multiplies. It does 30 more damage, so it does 90. Next up we have Thundurus again, the same thing, and another Lugia, but a little bit weaker, 170 HP. And then next up we have, this is a rainbow card, I'm not pretty sure guys, but it's Kyurem, which is 180 HP, which is also a Spanish, so I can't read that. We have next up Shaymin, which has 110 HP, which is also a Spanish. And also we have Rayquaza, 170 HP, and it has Rugido Celestial and Explosion Dragon, which is 60 damage. Okay, next up we have the Megas. So we have two of them. We have Mega Gallade 220 HP, and that is also in Spanish. And we have Mega Groudon Primigenio, which has 240 HP, which is also in Spanish but has a pretty strong attack. Next up we have the GXs. So we have Dialga with 180 HP, and it has Overclock. Then it has Shred, and it has, what is it? I can't catch it, so it has Timeless GX, which has 150 damage, pretty strong. Next up we have Dawnwing, which is Necrozma GX. So basically, there are two Necrozmas. One is Duskmane and this one is Dawn Skull, I think, right? Dawnwing, yeah. So this is the Ultra Beast. Its ability is is Invasion, and it has Dark Flash, which does 120 damage, and its GX is Moon's Eclipse, so 180 damage. Okay, so next up, last but not least,